Welcome to our podcast, Learn Biblical Greek, brought to you by Dr. William Stewart, the co-founder of Teleios. This captivating podcast teaches you biblical Greek through a verse-by-verse study of the book of Ephesians, interjecting Greek grammar, Greek word meanings, and vital theology concepts. Thanks for joining us on this exciting biblical journey. Your study will be more effective if you use the Greek text with the Bible word codes, either on the eSword download or Bible Hub website. These links are on our podcast website at www.teleiosresearch.com.
Hi, I'm William Stewart, co-founder of Teleios. Welcome back to our podcast on learning biblical Greek. As I often say, what a privilege it is to learn the language that God gave through the Holy Spirit to the apostolic fathers to create the Bible, the New Testament, especially the epistles, which we have as the church as our marching orders, and how we can be better or to be excellent, obedient servants. We're in chapter 5 of the book of Ephesians, the lifestyle portion of this book from chapters 4 to 6. Paul has just finished telling us to imitate God and to love other people. And he is expressing now another short group of negative characteristics that we shouldn't live like. And much like he did in the middle of Ephesians 4. It's going back and forth between good and positive characteristics. Let's go to the text. Verse 3, porneia, where we get this basically just means evil. Day. So this is the very common, important conjunction. It can mean but as a model contrast, can mean and. It generally adds more information to the same thought or topic, pressing the argument forward. Kai, and this is used sometimes together with de. Kai means and, as you know, and links typically two equal ideas under the same topic of the same weight. Used together, they might be translated and also. Pasa, this comes from the word all. So remember the root word is pant. And so and again, this is complicated, but in the feminine it would be pantia, and the I then elites the T and the N, giving you, and it becomes a S in the change, and gives you pasa. A little complicated. Akatharisia, again, we have a feminine, singular, nominative, as was porneia. Uncleanliness from kathara, clean, and a meaning the reversal. E, this would be the feminine, and or in this case. So you have to take it in context. E by itself can, as I remember, be the subjunctive for emi. It can be an article or the pronoun or. We don't have the markings that would help us differentiate this. Pleonisia, so again, a feminine nominative singular. Greed, mayday, and not together. Anamathesto. Okay, I'm sure I messed that up. This is a verb, and you see there's no prefix, there's no augment. We see the Z there telling you with Mutz's grading that it's a second of the 7, meaning a consonant iota, that one of the two consonants that had disappeared in Greek is in the present tense. It comes out of it in the non-present tense and generally forms an S. In this case, the Z is still there, so it's telling you it's in the present tense. S though, so you see the E there is the vowel connector. That can be E or O in the present tense as the vowel connector. In the future, or the aorist, second aorist. S though is the passive third person command single, third person singular command form. So let it be named. Okay, so we're in the present tense, and our present commands are the things that you do always. S though is the passive present third person singular command form. Let it be named. In, the ever present preposition, meaning in. Takes the dative, umen. As you see there, you, that in is the dative plural in the second person. In you. Kathos always means just as, it's non-declinable. Prepe is fitting. Third person singular present tense. So as would be always. Agis. That OIS ending tells you it's a dative plural masculine. The saints. As would be fitting to the saints. So don't let and also fornication, all uncleanness or greediness, and not be named among you. Let it not be named among you, just as is fitting to the saints. So he's saying this is how not to live. These are characteristics of non-believers. Again, Christians sin. But the present tense here in this verse indicates a lifestyle of these sins. Unbelievers don't change. Christians sin, and eventually, if they're really regenerated and have the Holy Spirit, they'll return to a faithful living at some level and grow, and you'll see fruit in their lives. It's just who a Christian is. But a non-Christian won't do that. So he's saying avoid the sins of non-believers that characterize their lifestyle, basically. And we have the power to do that because we do have the Holy Spirit, and we are regenerated to new people in the image of Christ. Romans 6, Colossians 3, 10, and many other verses. Okay, good encouragement. Thanks for joining me today. We'll continue along these lines. Next verse, please join me then.